Hey YouTube! All month long I've been discussing anorexia recovery, and I've shared a little bit about ways you can start to work on your recovery. But one thing you'll notice as you start to better yourself and better your relationship with food, you're going to notice this really mean, critical, nasty voice inside your head. We call that the eating disorder voice. So today I'm sharing with you my favorite 4 tips to help you challenge the eating disorder voice. Hey y'all, welcome to the Recovery Academy. I'm Dr. Stephanie Waite. I'm a licensed professional counselor and an eating disorder specialist. And every week I bring you tips, tricks, and no bullshit tools to help you kick some recovery ass. And today I'm continuing my conversation on anorexia recovery and specifically talking to you about how you can challenge that mean, nasty voice in your head that we call the eating disorder voice. So really this eating disorder voice is your own self-talk, but it's a very critical, judgmental aspect of your self-talk. It reminds you of all the food you ate or didn't eat, or the ways you moved or didn't move your body, the way that your body looks and feels. Like it's just, it never quits, right? It's constantly there in the background. Some days it's real quiet. Some days it's like super loud and super overwhelming, but it's just there being really mean and really nasty. And this eating disorder voice is one of the reasons why anorexia recovery is so much more complicated than just eating. I can eat all day long and challenge my anorexia, but if that mean critical voice is running in the background, then it's going to be super hard to continue eating. Plus, it's going to tell you all these really terrible things about your body, making it hard to eat. So part of your recovery is learning how to challenge that voice, talk back to it, shut it down, shut it up, or at least quiet it down enough so that you can continue moving forward in your recovery. This eating disorder voice sounds and feels really true. Now, really what it is it's just a pathway in your brain that's mixed and twisted. It's not getting information in the way that we want it to be getting information. And the information that it does get, it twists and distorts and like complicates everything, leaving you with this very critical, judgmental, mean, nasty voice in your head. That's why the eating disorder is a brain issue, because your brain is jumbling up information and it's making these mean things that you say to yourself feel and seem really true. But at the end of the day, that eating disorder voice is a liar. It is not true, or these things that you're thinking about yourself aren't 100% true 100% of the time. And just because your brain is distorting and twisting this information, right, doesn't mean you have to believe it. Just because you think it doesn't mean it has to be true. So all that challenging the eating disorder voice is learning how to recognize what I call capture the thought and then work through some thinking exercises to help you challenge it. So the first thing to do to start to challenge that mean eating disorder voice is to recognize your thoughts and start identifying them. Maybe you get a piece of paper and you list eating disorder thoughts and you write them down, okay? Just start recognizing and understanding the way that your eating disorder voice talks to you. What does it say? Number 2 is to remember that those eating disorder thoughts are not 100% true 100% of the time, and that just because your brain is thinking them doesn't mean you have to hold on to it, doesn't mean that it's truth. In fact, it is a distorted version of the truth because your brain is twisting that information. Remember that? So then step 3 is to list and identify healthy self-thoughts. So maybe you can be logical and rational about your eating disorder and your body and about food some of the time. Write those things down. That's you being your healthy self. Maybe you're really struggling identifying your healthy self. That's okay. What is the exact opposite of that eating disorder thought? So let's say the eating disorder thought thinks, you are lazy because you didn't go to the gym today. What is the exact opposite of that? Well, the exact opposite of that is, man, I sure did get a lot done today. I wasn't lazy at all. In fact, I was very productive. Then number 4, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to do step number 3, right? And then that eating disorder voice is going to pipe in and it's going to start, well, you did this and you did this and you did this. So we've got to take this one step further. So step 4 is to gather the evidence of that healthy self-thought being true. So I just said the healthy self-thought is, think about all the things I did today. I was very productive. So then maybe you need to list and write down or think to yourself or say out loud, I accomplished this and I got this done and I did this and I did this and I did this. List all of that evidence of the healthy self-thought being true. And you're gonna wanna practice that and use that whenever you're getting caught and stuck with that mean, nasty eating disorder voice in your head. So I'll go over those 4 steps again. Step 1 is just identify and recognize the thoughts associated with that eating disorder voice. Step 2 is to remember that just because you have those thoughts doesn't mean that they are true and that your eating disorder is always distorting information, so that information is likely false. Step 3 is to then identify a healthy self-thought. If you don't know what that is, just think of or write down or express the exact opposite of that eating disorder voice thought. And then step 4 is to list, discuss, think about whatever evidence of that healthy self-thought being true. That's going to help strengthen that healthy self part of your brain so that when the eating disorder voice comes in, you are able to challenge it and fight it and not get so stuck believing the eating disorder voice. I'm talking about this issue all month long, so check out the links below. There's some more videos discussing more on anorexia recovery and things you can do to strengthen your recovery. While you're here, like this video if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and then leave a comment. What questions do you have? What issues do you want me to discuss? Where are you stuck? What can we celebrate? I love hearing from you, and I promise you aren't bothering me if you reach out. So be sure to comment and like this video. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. New videos come every single week. On Mondays, you get your coaching video like this one. And on Thursday, you get a therapy tip. And you never want to miss one of the videos from the Recovery Academy. So stick around because next week I'm talking more about anorexia recovery and how you can start getting yourself some help. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.